People, and welcome to another episode of Nka only on Afia TV, on DSTV channel 254, Go TV channel 17, and Free TV channel 748. My name is China Loromogo as your host tonight. Beautiful people, dirty December is on the way. What are your plans for the December? As for me and my household, so maybe let me not speak for my household. As for me, my December will be very clean, like sparkling clean. No atom of dirt will be in my December. It will be so clean, you'd wonder if I was working with a dry cleaning company. I'm telling you the truth. That is what is going to happen here. But don't be like me. I'm rooting for you and I'm hoping that your December will be dirty. You will oblate when you have to. You will do all of those sweet things. And I will be right here rooting for you because I have to sacrifice my love life, my enjoyment to see you shine. Do you understand? I hope you do. There's this thing I saw on social media very recently that said, if you want to do clock it, make sure you have your nails done. They don't want to be seeing all those tattered fingernails where you're doing clock it and it doesn't really look good. I saw someone else who said if you're going to do oblate this December, then it means that you don't have to wear braids. How did we get here? The beauty standards just keep going higher and higher. Braids are what we're known for as Africans. So we cannot have a good time if you have really, really nice braids or you need to have 5x5 closure or frontal. That's also crazy and brazy. Extremely crazy and brazy. What do you think about this? Do you think people should be allowed to enjoy themselves the way they want and not bother about what the society thinks? Because when you really think about it, if you come into those spaces trying to be your natural self, being who you are, sometimes you feel left out because you're not like other girls with that bone straight, with that curls, you know, all those stuff. Jesus, it can really go. But please do tell me what your plans are for the Dirty December. I would really look forward to reading from you. Tonight on Nka, we have an interesting individual. We'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, I'll introduce to you our guest tonight. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Nka. My name is China Loromogo Eze, and like I said, do I need to repeat myself about Oblate and Dirty December? But you get the idea and the message has been passed. Moving on to what we have for you tonight on the show. You know how we do it on Nka? We have individuals who are inspiring, people who are creatives. Nka literally means art. So we have artistic people from music, from fashion to poetry, fiction, film, literature, all parts and forms of creativity. We bring them on the show, talk to them, talk about them, tell us what inspires what they do and everything in between. This particular individual is someone who I love her works. She is an acclaimed author. You know, I saw something on Twitter recently that says we need to read more of African authors, especially Nigerian authors, because they pour into, they show us a world. You know how you read, you read Francine Rivers and a bunch of other authors that show you the world of America, Britain, or other places. But when we read our authors, they take you into a world of maybe 1990s, early 2000s, mid 2000s, explore what's happening right there, talk about the prevalent values at that point in time. It is also beautiful. So this particular young lady started out her career as a journalist. Can you believe that? She was a journalist before she ventured into writing. I mean, these are questions I have for her because she's going to answer all of them. Because how did she do that? Was journalism not paying enough? You know, so many questions. She has authored so many books ranging from Akwaugo to Shattered, God, Ugo and Me, God, Michael and Me, Paradise. And I think Paradise is one of my favorites. The introductory paragraph of Paradise trended on social media, and that's how I even knew about her. And I said, okay, I think I love this lady. I have to search for her books and acquire them. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers all over the world, please join me and welcome our guest tonight, our guest who has authored so many beautiful books. She's no other person than Rosemary Okafor. Woo! Hello, good evening, Ma.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, China Lulumogo. I like the way you call it.
Thank you. Not everybody pronounces that name correctly at the first instant. For some reason, they just pronounce what they like. But you got to, you took your time. China Lurumog. I'm shy. Oh my God. Thank you so much. But away from all that, I remember you told me at Umofia Book and Arts Festival that China Lurumogo is the name of a character in your upcoming book. Yes or yes?
Yes, but will I
Yes.
say founder? Because I didn't get it at the first instant. I heard that name from you basically. So I wanted to give it to a character in my story, which I finished that story now.
Oh.
But instead of using China Lulumogo, I used Chinua Lumogo.
Oh, okay. I'm not sad though. I'm not sad. I'm not angry. Don't worry. It's fine. I'm okay. It's fine.
I would have changed it, but I've already submitted it because it's going to be traditionally published.
Okay.
So at this point, it's on the production level now. I
Okay.
can't call it.
I feel you. And I think I understand as well because they're not, I think Chinua Lumogo is more popular, right? That's the one because even me as China Lumogo, people call me Chinua. They're shortening the name. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I saw you on IG on social media, and the name. You know, when I heard the name, I was reading the name Chinalulumogu, but what came to my head was Chinua.
Right, exactly. It's not just you. It's not just, and I bask in it. When someone calls me Chinua, I'm happy. Why? Because I mean, when I remember there's Chinua Achebe, who is also from Anambra State, and I'm from Anambra, so I'm like, clock it. Call me Chinua. I don't have a problem with it, you know. But away from my name and all of that, Mrs. Rosemary Okafor, I am so excited to have you on the show. I know since we started planning this thing, since September that you came to Enugu, I want you on my show. I want you on my show. You were turning me around and around and around and around. But thank God, we have you now. Welcome.
Thank you.
I mean, I would have loved for this to be in person, but we had to have you virtually because I needed to hear your story, talk about what it's like being an author in Nigeria. I have so many questions for you. I hope you're ready. So many questions. Okay. Let's get right into it. So when I started, I said you began as a journalist. So from where to where? How did you say, okay, it's like I'll leave this journalism and start writing? So what's the story? Tell us the story. What's the tea around that?
Okay, I graduated as a mass communication student from University of River State University, and there we had a radio. We have a radio station there, so I was a volunteer broadcaster in that radio station. So we did what we could, and I got an offer in a radio station in Port Harcourt we call it Coco Radio. It was a community, or it is a community radio. I worked there for a while when I got another offer from Wazobia FM in Port Harcourt here. So I went to Wazobia FM and I worked. That's where I worked the longest. But I'm trying to. The journalism is a tasking work, though.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but like I told a lot of persons, like I said when I was at Umofia, at a point I felt maybe I should just. I wasn't finding fulfillment. Let me say, that is something I have to work on myself. I have to put myself together. But I am one kind of person that I easily get bored.
Oh.
And I think I made a joke somewhere that's in Uyo when I was I attended a book fest in Uyo. I made a joke. I said the only thing that I've been so steady in my life is my marriage and my children.
Whoa! Clock it!
So that's the only thing I got. Like there's some friendship that I can easily discard because they don't vibe with me. So it's so easy for me to just walk away walk away, and maybe that's also the reason why I didn't have a lot of
Mm.
relationship. Still single because I couldn't just sit still and take in this and take in that and take in this. So that's just I had to leave journalism, and before then I have been a writer, but not really a published writer. Writing on social media, little stories here and there. Those that knew me many years ago from Facebook, they know the stories I do drop on Facebook, episode by
Mm-hmm.
episode, scenes, and then I had a lot of followers then, so it was all fun. That time we weren't writing to make money. It's not that we were writing to make money, but those years we
Yeah.
weren't writing to make. We were just for the fun of it, for followership, and when people comment, "Ah, you write so well," that's just the reward that we get, and
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
it's so beautiful. From Facebook to Nigerian, from Nigerian to our personal website, where we were gathering followers and readers and all. So that was more fulfilling to me. So immediately somebody mentioned to me, "Well, you can publish a book." I said, "Wow!" So that's I can actually do this.
Mm.
And when I got into that lane, I said, "Let me just leave journalism for now. Let me focus on this." And
Okay. I see. Wow. And I'm thinking right now, since I studied mass communication like you, I am practicing journalism. I mean, I'm thinking, do I find it fulfilling? I do find it fulfilling. But yes,
yeah.
I think there are also times in our lives where we think, oh man, I think I gotta bounce or try something else. And for you, you found, what is it? You found a safe space in writing, and that's beautiful. And that's beautiful because,
Yeah.
I mean, I know I write, but like, it's just for my consumption or just for random news stories. But fiction that would really intrigue people, I have not thought about it like that. So it's good you found your strength and really worked on it. That's so beautiful, Mrs. Rosemary. I'm super proud of what you've done with that. So in the world of writing, so which one was your first book? How did you meet your producer? Or is it producer they call it? Publisher, sorry, publisher. Which one was your first book? How did it come up? Did you think people would read it? What were they like? What was going up in your head? Like, when they say, do it scared. What was that moment like for you?
If you asked me, the first book I've ever published, I wouldn't have published it because that was such a rushed work.
Oh,
Well,
okay. So I'm going to rephrase that question so you can start off again. So I said,
okay.
so what was the name of your first book? How did you get the inspiration for that book? How did you do it? When we say do it scared, what was that moment like for you? Did you say, okay, let's just do it. Let's just write. Let's see what it's going to be like. How did you meet your publisher? Just give us the story of how that whole thing transpired when you started out.
Okay. First of all, the first book, the title is One More Night.
Oh yes, pull up the graphic. I did the cover. We have the cover design. Please pull it up while she discusses.
One More Night. Yeah, that's the first book I've ever written, and it's publishing it was something that I didn't plan to do that, but somebody called my attention and said, "Oh, your story is so beautiful," and it was a running story. A story have been running on Facebook and Nigerian, so people were following that story, and you know how such stories are. I was quite very very young, and
Wow.
no guidance, no, nobody held my hands to tell me this is how to write or this is how not to write. So I was just doing something that I love to do,
Mm.
and because I have a lot of cheerleaders, people that are saying the story is so fine, so beautiful, we love it. But I felt all over like I was so excited. And when somebody suggested, "Oh, your story is so beautiful, why don't you just get it published?" I didn't know my left from my right. I didn't know where to start from. She said, "Okay, I can connect you to someone who will help you publish this work."
Oh wow.
And yeah, that was how I met this lady called Kirutaye. Kirutaye is a publisher for Love African Press. She's based in London. So I contacted her and I told her I have a story and somebody told me that you can help my dream come true. She said, "Okay, I can send the script over." I did. I did send the script over and she went through it and then she responded back. She said, it's a rough draft, not good enough. And she was very blunt with it. She said, it's not good enough. A lot of work needs to go into that story. He said, well, it's something they can work with. It's something they can work with if I'm ready to work with them. And I was so excited. I over the moon, like my emotions were everywhere. So I said, okay, let's do it. She gave me an editor, Z Monoji from an Indian. Yeah, Z is an Indian, and we worked together. Did some polishing, and there's a level of things an editor can do. I think that the bulk work of writing lies on the writer.
Mm-hmm.
So people will only try to polish the work to perfection. But if a work is not good, it's not good. I'm not saying this work is not good because I've had a lot of persons that came to me and said, "Why are you not marketing this book enough? It's so beautiful. We love the story." But my hands are full right now. If I had my way, I would put that book down and I would rewrite that book because we
I
grow.
understand.
Yes, yeah. So that's it. That's how I published Afia book when I knew nothing about publishing, about professional writing, about
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things. But I'm grateful that I did because it really opened my eyes. And
Sure.
after that, yeah, that's the first time.
That's good.
Many years to come, I'll probably do a new edition of that story.
Ooh, okay. I'll be looking forward to that. And I can so relate with what you said about, I think the first time I ventured into journalism, I was still in school studying mass communication, and I wrote my first story about something. Whenever I open that website to read that story again now, I want to jump into the river and drown. I want to jump into the river and drown. Now, how did you write this? What the hell? Oh my God. Jesus. I mean, and other works of written are great now, but that first one, nah. That was hideous. That was traumatizing. Let's not even go there. Well, so I totally understand. I know a lot of people who are authors, who are writers, had that when they started, that sort of thing. So, but here you are today. So, at what point did you feel, okay, I think I have discovered the secret to writing. I think I have finally gotten how this thing works. So, which book did it for you? Which of your books did it for you?
Akwaugo. Akwaugo gave me my
Big break.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not the typical break, it's not the recognition alone, but there's this. It was like somebody that stepped into a bank, and all of a sudden, I was discovering something new about me because with Akwaugo, I didn't play safe with Akwaugo, and I didn't know that I could write that. That's
Okay.
I didn't know I could write that. So Akwaugo was a book that opened my eyes to how limitless my imaginations could be. Yeah. Akwaugo
Wow.
was the book. Yeah. Akwaugo was
That's
the book that did
good.
that.
That's good. And in Akwaugo, I noticed that Mrs. Rosemary, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay, good. So in Akwaugo, you told the story of the Osu narrative. I think some people try to shy away from this conversation. They try to, even in some gatherings, they don't say so much about it. They just know Osu. This is what we know about the Osu people. Do not associate with them. Do not do this and that. Not many people have it in themselves to tell a full-blown story about it. And you just said right now with Akwaugo, you discovered what you could do. So I need you to tell us a little bit about that. Why did you choose that story? And what were you trying to achieve with that story?
Okay, I will start by saying that I'm not a plotter. When I want to write stories, I don't plot stories, I don't plan stories. I just have in mind what I want to write, and immediately I open my laptop to type, it starts coming in. So most of the things I added is a book may not be planned from the beginning, but as the story progresses, those things, the fragments of a little bit of this, a little bit of that, is being fused into that story. And maybe when I'm done with writing the story or done with writing a particular chapter, I'll now look at it again and say, wow, I did this. So that's how it came to me. Bringing in the Osukai system in that story wasn't pre-planned. Wasn't pre-planned, but when I was writing that character, today, so
Yes.
the two things seemed to just it just came into my head from nowhere, and I felt that it would be a very good thing to explore. And like I told you, one of the persons that do ask me questions, is that sometimes when I write, I may not know what I do with a story until the book is out there and readers are reading it and bringing up
Sorry.
that story. And in fact, it's most of the times it's from the readers that I have to realize that, oh, this is deep. Oh, this is deep. Oh, yeah, seriously.
Yeah, the reviews mean a lot. I can see that. Wow.
Because I write for fun, but and the most fun part of my kind of writing is that I'm Igbo, and I love the Igbo myths, the Igbo legends, the Igbo traditions, the Igbo norms. So it's something that I would love to explore. So writing the Igbo culture or traditions or norms or taboos and everything comes to me very, very easy. And to be truthful, to be very honest, when I write them, I may not have the mind maybe to teach this or to teach that. I'm just writing because I love what I'm doing.
Right.
So
That's
at the end of the
good.
day, when people now get these books and then they begin to review and begin to, bring out a lot of teachings from this book, I was like, let me write it.
I feel
Let me
you.
write
I
that.
feel you. Wow.
So, yeah, that's just it. It's something that I loved what I did with the story. Then people now brought out the reviews, and I have to go back again and say, oh, so this means so much. This means so much. So that's how it is for me. It wasn't
Yeah.
planned. It wasn't planned. Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm thinking with your response right now, a lot of things are going through my head. You said you write for fun. Sometimes you just open your laptop and the words just come, and you don't even know what you're doing, but you're just doing it. So with this in mind, I'm thinking of your opening paragraph for the book Paradise. Please, can we put it up? Let's put it up on the screen and let me read to my beautiful viewers all over the world. So let's have it up. No, this is the book, the opening paragraph of the book, the screenshot. Thank you very much. Chapter 1, Lekki, Lagos, Muyiwa. What do you bring to the table? Oh, honey, you got it all wrong. I expect the table to be full by the time I arrive. Somebody say, clock it. Clock it. Oh my God. How did you do that? Because that was the intro that blew the internet. I saw it on Twitter, I saw it on TikTok, I saw it on Instagram. Everybody was talking about it, especially women, because of course the question is always, what did you bring to the table? What did you bring to the table? So that was the perfect response. I expect the table to be full before I arrive. What were you thinking when you crafted that line? Tell me.
That line, I wrote that line after I finished that story.
Hmm.
Yeah.
When you finished the story.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I finished the story. I wrote that line after I finished it. That wasn't the initial intro.
Oh.
Yeah, but when I went back because after drafting you go back to redraft, maybe to rewrite and then do the editing. So it was when I went back to rewrite that when the thing clocked in my head, because I have developed the characters. Now, unlike a lot of writers that plot their stories, they have their character bibles, they have their character aids, the kind of characters they want. They build their characters from the beginning. So my characters are built as I write. So immediately I finish writing, I now see this lady. This is the kind of character I have here, and this is the kind of character I have here. Then I imagine the kind of response she could give and the kind of things I know. So that's how I built that intro. I have to clean the first intro and fix this one in order to suit the character of that work. And just like I told you, that few lines weren't I didn't have the intention that it's going to gather such reactions from
Right?
people.
It's the most mundane things, the things we don't plan for that are suddenly extraordinary. That content you don't reason too much, that content you don't even plan, that will just go viral. You pick up your phone and you're just yammering nonsense and post it, it goes viral. But the ones you plan for, you pay money for, you do makeup for, you do everything for, nobody really cares. Life.
That actions. It's true. It's true.
Like I am very interested. No, interested is not the word. I am so happy that inspiration came to you whenever it did for you to do that intro, because it spoke to a lot of us, especially with the whole what do you bring to the table narrative going everywhere. Eh? I even saw a clip with Chioma Chukwuka saying, I am table plus chair. I am bench. Come on, something like that. It was so funny. Like, so many responses are coming up with this question, and I'm loving it. I am so, so loving it. We have so much more to dissect when it comes to your life as a writer and other things, but we'll go on a quick break. Okay, we'll go on a quick break. And when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, viewers all over the world, I hope this conversation is making so much sense to you, right? We'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation with Rosemary Okafor. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Nka. My name is Chinaloro Mogo Eze, and if you're just joining us, shame on you, and clock it. Maybe I've been bastardizing the use of clock it lately, but I do not care. But shame on you for just joining the conversation, because we started off with this an introduction into the life of our guest, who is a beautiful writer. If you are a reader, which I like to think you are, especially someone who loves fiction, African fiction, Nigerian fiction, we tapped into her world, what happens in her head when she crafts these stories. And if you're just joining us, you missed out on that. But here, there's time for you to redeem yourself and still tap into the conversation we're going to go further to have with her. So welcome back, Mrs. Rosemary. Welcome back to the show. And we're happy for how far you've come. We are happy on what you've done with the world of fiction. I'd like to see my guest, please. Thank you very much. Let me look at her beautiful face as I say this to her. We say thank you for everything you're doing. We see you. We love you. A few months from now, I'm sure you keep giving us banger upon banger upon banger. But we have a thing here on Unka. For every guest we have, we tend to appreciate them, sort of. You're not here at the studio, but over there in Port Harcourt, we are appreciating you either way. So we're taking you on a trip down memory lane, and to remind you that we see you, we're happy for you, we're excited about how far you've come. So please, let's pull up those beautiful appreciatory package for our guests. Feel free to remove me from the screen when you show our guest oh my gosh, who's that lady? Who's that? How many years ago was that pic? Like, when did you take that picture? How long ago?
Let me see. Are you serious? Where did you get these pictures from?
Who knows? I'm a detective. You don't know, like I'm like a detective.
Oh my God, that should be about 13 years ago.
Oh, wow. Please, let's have the next one. I like the way she's screaming, and there's more where that came from. So relax. Look at that one. When was this one taken?
Where did you guys get these pictures from?
When this was like also 13 years ago, I think 2 years. Like, and I know when you took that picture, you were feeling on top of the world. This is the best picture in the whole world, and then you posted it and say, "Guys, look at me! Like, I'm the beauty in the sun." Oh my gosh, I've been there, so I understand.
And that's when that attire range. When you have That's when it rains. So I met that new, and I felt like, oh, let me take a
Of
photograph.
course, of course, of course. Next, please. Let's have the next one. Let's have the next one.
Oh,
Penguin baby, hot baby. Now you're the hot too. So I don't know why. So are these two different shoes? Because you're wearing the blue one and then
yeah.
the green one. Now you the hot too. Next,
This should, yeah, this should be it should be about it should be older. It's older. It's older. Yeah.
mm,